Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. It's Bonus Soccer coming at you with some more Risk of Rain 2. Apparently there was a content drop. I don't know, I saw that there was like a downloaded patch thing, and I don't know what that means. Oh, that's right, because why is this highlighting two different things at the same time? I don't know. I don't know what anything means anymore, folks. That's okay. Let's see if they updated any monster stats, and that might help us to determine if there was a larger impact. Nope, it's still Data Scraper. Kronos, yo, how you doing? It is wonderful as always to see. I've got such a stick drift, and we really don't want any kind of stick drift. That would probably be bad for us. Apparently, Kronos, Gungeon is looking a bit different from how I remember it. I didn't say we were gonna play Gungeon definitely, I just said we might play Gungeon. We could always play Gungeon tomorrow. There was an update on the PS4 for Risk of Rain 2. I'm hoping that it's the supply drop too, but I have no idea what that would look like. So, like, I don't know where we would find that information. If it ain't skillz, I'm afraid. Zanen, just a bug fix. Is this gonna be a bug hunt, or is it gonna be a stand-up fight, sir? Well, let's just whiffle around then. Unfortunately, it's not the skills drop, but that's okay. Hopefully our bugs are all fixed, and it will be wunderbar. According to the roadmaps, console slated is for December. Okie dokie. That is perfectly a-okay with me. It does give us a chance to get killed a lot in Risk of Rain 2. Oh, they've got the buttons underneath, so we know what things do now. Did we always have that? I don't remember. I remember nothing. How are you doing? Good news, apparently you can now navigate start menus with the D-pad now. That is excellent news, because wow, those menus were really unfun? I think we're gonna go with unfun at the moment. We might upgrade that into a better word later on. We should probably farm here a little bit, so why don't we just... That's not what we want. We want the... That's also not what we want. There we go. Hi. Do you remember what buttons do? Kill everything, my lovely drone. Get me money. Because what is more important in this world than money? Well, only love and friendship, but, you know, also money. Because, you know, you gotta get stuff done. And that costs the dosh. The MS dosh. Not the HMS dosh. That probably got sunk. Oh, it's a wood sprite. I don't... What do I... Just... Fine. Wood sprites, I guess. They're gnarled. That's cool. Really? Okay, so we got 30 bucks on that. Or... keys... Oh, well, firecrackers. Give me my firecrackers, yo. That's all that matters in this world. Everything else can just go... suck a butt, really. Wood Sprite's pretty good paired with Warhorn. Wait, but isn't Warhorn also... we are really taking the damage, so let's put down a sentry gun and not take the damage anymore. Isn't Warhorn an active item and Wood Sprite is also an active item? We almost died right there. Warhorn's a green item. Bursting fungus. We've got the fungi. You know, cause we're fun, I guess. What we're going with here. It's been a long day at work. It's been a long couple of days at work. So, you know, the brain might need a little bit of time to rock into not work mode. It's good to not be breathing fiberglass because I'm pretty sure that's not very healthy. I just got the feeling. I'm not 100% on it, but I'm thinking breathing fiberglass, not healthy. I sneezed last night. No, the night before last. But I sneezed, and I sneezed into an immediate bloody nose, which hasn't happened in yonks. So I'm pretty sure that was fiberglass. Anyway, yeah, being kind of slacking at the drawings, and the nightmare that is trying to color the last one, it left me kind of deflated. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it something that turned out harder than you expected it to turn out? Or was it exactly as hard as you thought it was going to be, and that kind of sucks? Come here so I could zap you with my mind. It's mind over matter. Oh, let's put down another one of these. And farm out some more dosh. I don't hate the result, but coloring was not fun to do at all. Alright, that's fair enough. I can see how a slog might take it out of you a little bit. I'm glad at least that you got it done. It was like making Voltaic a second time, but I forgot how I did it the first time. Oh my god. That sounds slightly hellish? I'm gonna go with hellish on this one. But I could be wrong about that. Okay, turret number 1 goes here. Turret number 2 goes here. Grab a couple of boxes, because we have the dodge. You suck. I mean, I'm just saying, not you, of course, Cronus. I would never say that Cronus sucks. But the milky chrysalis, you know, what if someone is lactose intolerant? They get nothing out of the milky chrysalis. PSG. I don't need that either. I need that box up there. Could you just give me the box? What's in the box? Come on, tell me what's in the box. And that's when Morgan Freeman, you know, doesn't tell us that our wife is dead. You should have paired both turrets close to each other. They benefit from the healing fields. Ooh. I will remember that. I always kind of want to have an enfilade, but throw a bubble over them and then stand as turret 3 and you're healing at triple the rate. Ooh. That sounds fancy. And I like fancy. I'm a fan. I can get down with fancy. There was a box up here. Detective Mills, what did you do with the box? Oh, it's way over there. Man, why you make me run for this? I don't want to run. I'm lazy, girl. I spent the last 2 days throwing freaking wooden desks off a 4th floor balcony. I ain't got it in me to run anymore. Hive, yo! Welcome and welcome. The healing field, I don't know what we just got. Persistent generator. Screw that. Healing field gets bigger with every fungus so you can space the turrets farther apart. Nice. I like the sound of that. I hope that life is treating you very well, Hive. It is always a pleasure to see you. We just got started up. It turns out, ooh, it's a cautious slug. We will not recycle the cautious slug because we learned our lesson the first time around. Thank you very much. We found out that this is not the super special supply drop. This is just the bug fix. But that's okay because we're on a bug hunt. We don't want the chrysalis. Ain't no good. All right, let's get this party started. Get this party started. Yeah, everybody, get this party started. Party started. I don't know any other words to that song, so we're just gonna go with that. Oh, it's you, the vagrant. I think you're so cool, but you're not. Did we... Why is it there? I didn't want to shoot that there, but okay, fine, whatever. Let's put out some contact mines just because we can. So far, so good. That is wonderful to hear. Thank you for suffering through the Joki for all of us. You truly have died for our sins. But gladly you've been resurrected, so that works out. Alright, got a bubble over our turret, as was recommended. Oh, he's gonna blow up on us, isn't he? But not fast enough, because he's a dork. You throw the shield gadget, not place it straight down. Gotcha. Now, what did we get? We got a soft cookie. Or a rose bucklet. It looks like a soft cookie to me. Whee! I had the opportunity to see the Joki, and I decided that gators were probably a better idea. And I think that I was correct in that assessment. I don't think I made the wrong choice, even though I fell asleep in the middle of the movie. Like a big dork. I was so tired last week, though. There was no getting around it. The thing to keep in mind is that the shield is time-based, not HP-based, so it can eat up all the damage. All the damage. I like that. I would like things to eat all the damage for me. I gotta write my mind vomit about the Joki now. It's not mind vomit if it's correct. Or it could be like a not a diuretic. What's the word for the thing that you drink to make you throw up? Ipecac. How could I not know that it was Ipecac? It's like top 10 item in Isaac. You know, you're getting the poisons out of your system. The Joki poisons. We wouldn't want you to have Joki poison. Although I suppose they would never ask you to smile again. Also, you can only shoot from inside the shield. Attacks from outside won't go through, yours included. I did notice that the first time that we played as the engineer. I felt really weird about that, but I realize now that it was probably correct. I do see a 3D printer, but it's not going to have our special slug. Because we love our slug. It is the sweetest slug ever. These Lemurians, like, what have you got? Nothing. Nothing. There are so many Lemurians. Why? Maybe it's convention. Oh, we should just drop down a freaking, that's not what we wanted to drop down. I'm gonna drop down one of these babies. Farm up some dosh. We have all the dosh in the world. It will not take the slug. It cannot take the slug. We will not give it to the hideousness that is a 3D printer. Not even for a crowbar. And you know how I feel about crowbars. Now, if it was a Tesla coil, I would be sore tested. But I think in the end, I could say no. And then I would take it anyways, but I would say no. That's the important thing. Ooh, we got sparklies. That means that our teleporter is right over here. And by right over here, I mean right over there. I was close. I mean, it won't take it because it's a green item printer. I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't realize that the printers are different colors. It will only take your rose bucklet. Well, in that case, do I care about the rose bucklet? I mean, I care about rose from golden rolls, but otherwise, maybe not so much. I completely forget what rose buckler does, is the thing. Please, have my fireworks. They are beautiful. Oh, you fool! Oh my god, we are almost gonna die? Thank you for the lens maker's glasses. Let's go dump off the rose buckler. We are so fudged. Okay, take care of them. Are we playing? If you start charging your R to attack, you can sprint during the process. Oh. That's, yeah? Yeah. Where did that stupid thing go? I don't want this rose buckler. I want something neater. And fancy. My poor engineer turret is dead. Poor dear. Oh, we get a bandolier? Bandoliers are pretty nifty. Except it's not. Chances on hit to strike an enemy with runic flame tornado. Oh my god. That's pretty slick. Okay, let's do the loop. Do the loop of love. I don't have any other green items, unfortunately, so I can't feed that 3D printer anymore. But I like hitting things with flame tornadoes. Printers will give a certain item, and only that item. It'll give the item as many times. That part I did know about printers, because I had to do the, that one unlock. It's another cautious slug. Let's be cautious, baby. Yeah, that's the sexiness. Everybody says being sexy is being wild and wild, but no, it's being cautious. Cautious is the new sexy times. It's like the 90s all over again. Okay. Set these up. Make sure that we're overlapping. It's a beetle queen! She's a beetle queen, if you know what I mean. Oh, I don't want to get hit. I mean, we're already getting hit, but I don't want to get hit more, is what I'm saying. So let's just chill right here. How did you throw beetle lords at us? That's not cool. I'm calling shenanigans. Oh god. Oh my god, we are... Oh my god, we got ragdolled! I am so... In what world is that allowed to happen? I think that was startlingly unfair. They're just jerks. Hideous, terrible jerks. And I hope they feel really bad. They hurt us like that. We got Paul's goat hoof, we got a personal shield generator, and we got crap. I mean, not crap necessarily, we don't know what it is. That sucked. I was liking that run. It was a good one. Give me more dosh, I beg of thee. My turret friend, kill everything for me? Although the goat hoof is actually oh my god, we got fireworks again? I love you. I love fireworks. I don't love going to fireworks festivals, there's too many damn people. But fireworks? Yeah, I'm down with that. Oh yeah, we'll do Shrine of Combat. Why not? Give me the extra money! Where's my money, Lebowski? We're gonna pee on your rug just because we can? Excuse me, did you kill my turret? You're not allowed to kill my turret. What a jag-off. I swear. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. Wait, but it says we still got 2 turrets. How do we have 2 turrets? One of them got ganked. so confused. And that's okay, because I often am. Oh, there's one back at the spawn. Ain't helping us any. Kill stuff for me, turret. Now, I think there's an unlock if we do 2 Shrines of Combat in 1 run? Or is it 2 Shrines of Combat in 1 map? Inquiring minds want to know? But they don't want to pay. So, they're just going to inquire. 3 Shrines of Combat in 1 map. That would have to be a fairly lucky map to have them spawn. Lemurians. Really though? You're lizard people. Lizard people. That's a gun turret. It sucks. Zone 4 typically has a surplus of combat shrines. Ooh. That's fancy. Not all the time, but most likely. And we can only go to Zone 4 at the moment. Oh, can we make it? We made it! And we didn't break our ankles. That is shocking. I am shocked. Shocked and dismayed by these charges, Ms. Haversham. Alright, what do we got? We got Teddy Bear. We got Bursting Fungus. Okay, we got a burst. It's a necessity. As for New Zone 4, I don't believe I've ever seen one around. It's weird. Spear of Longinus, or the triple-bladed dagger, whichever you want to call it. I'm going with Spear of Longinus, because it sounds cool. I'm trying to call that. My dogs. Could this be the map? And a ukulele? Really, though? You shouldn't. I mean, honestly, you shouldn't. You're just going to make me feel... There's a 3rd Shrine of Combat right there! We are doing this, folks. It is going to be done, and done by us. It smells like an unlock in the morning. It smells like napalm. Or victory. I don't remember which one. Did we do the Shrine of Combat? Is it done? Stone golems come to fight. So I guess we gotta kill all these Jagoffs? These Jagamuffins? As it were? Yes! We are Warmonger! We got the Warhorn! We didn't have that before. Fancy pantsy. You're making me want to binge Evangelion again. I mean, that's not the wrongest thing in the world. Get in the DVD, Hive. If you don't get in the DVD, Ray will have to get in the DVD. And that means we're gonna have to press her down really small. It'll be terrible for her spine. Dark Knight 3375. Welcome to the chat. I don't believe we've seen you before. The show is a trip on a trip. Absolutely, yes. It is a pleasure to have you, and I hope that life is treating you very, very well. We are semi-disappointed because this is not the supply drop, but it is Risk of Rain, and that is cool, so we can go with that. I like elites because they give a lot of money. I do like money. Money is honey, so bloom baby bloom. As they say. I mean, I'm sure somebody says that. There should be a stone titan somewhere. Like, any minute now it's gonna show up. I should really watch through Evangelion again, but it would require to have, well, 13 episodes worth of free time, which is not very common for me. Oh, there you are! You big goofball, what are you doing over there? Well, come in and get it, buddy! It's good, thanks for the appreciation. I just got off at work at 4:30 a.m. where I am. Now that's really interesting because I wake up for work at 4 o'clock a.m. So we're basically on completely opposite schedules. What hellish night shift are you working that you wouldn't get off until 4:30? I do have a bubble shield. That is with a beam! Oh my god, Kronos, you are a genius! Kronos is a genius. Runic Ice Blast. Not as cool as the Runic Fire Tornado, but I'm still gonna go with it. You say it's okay. Yeah, 26 episodes plus a movie, so you're looking at probably 15 hours, would you say? I can't think of any day when I mean, I guess I could binge it on Sunday, Monday, because I have Monday as a day off. Of course, that would mean that 1, I would need whiskey, and 2, I wouldn't get anything else completed. So that would be an issue. I am kind of hoping to build a backlog, is the thing. I need you to not be near the canister, because I need that canister. All these freaking... they're wisps. What is with the wisps? Oh, definitely don't need the buckler. But I do want this. Let's farm a little bit. Why do we have 2? I didn't spawn 2. Whatever. Kill for me, my pretties. Kill, kill. Excuse me, Mr. Lemurian? Would you like to come into my big fat kill zone? I'm just saying, it would be fun. We've got cookies. They're Nilla wafers. Everyone loves Nilla wafers. No? I mean, I just assume that, I mean, I shouldn't assume, but maybe they like Nutter Butters. I guess if I had the choice between Nutter Butters and Nilla wafers, I'd probably take Nutter Butters. But that's just me. Dang, time being relative, I work for UPS. Oh my god! Dark Knight! That was my old job! Right after I'm done, the trucks leave for delivery. I worked graveyard shift at UPS in Milwaukee in summer of 1998. And yeah, it was 10 o'clock to 4:30? 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock? It was miserable. We could probably swap stories about packages that were destroyed, and then, like, tucked in the backfill, and hopefully nobody would ever notice. I mean, except for the person who received the bike that was missing about half the parts because it got sliced open on a ramp. What is this? Got another loader. I am so filled with shock, I don't even know what to say. Ah, beauty. Hey! It is miserable. Oh my god. I can't imagine it's changed at all. Do they still make you wear those weird ass, like, Power Glove wristbands where you scan in the packages and they just sweat up your arms really, really badly? And the rain destroys so much mail people don't even know. Oh my god, right? Do the walls at night ooze green slime? I never saw the walls ooze green slime, but the insides of the trucks could get pretty sweaty. And I imagine the condensation possibly could be green at times. I do know that UPS was the first time that I threw my back out, so that was a thing. The closest I did the graveyard shift was 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. counseling. That's still... I mean, that's a pretty hefty shift, Hyde. I asked before, but why don't you change your charge your R2? Because I'm dumb. The absolute 100% honest answer is just that I forget. It does work a lot better though, doesn't it? I'm also just geeking out for another loader. It's almost too much. I've worked a couple of guards. I've worked a couple of jobs with graveyard shifts. When I was at the group home, I did graveyard shift, which is actually really, really cruisy because most everybody just slept. Every now and then somebody would wake up with a nightmare, and I just kind of had to be there and listen. That wasn't so hard. I had the run of the group home and just had to do patrols every now and then, make sure that people stayed in their beds, do some spot cleaning, and count meds. That was a big part of it, because you wouldn't want to make mistakes with those. Forgetting is a human thing to do unless you're an AI programmed to appear human. Much to think about. If I were an AI programmed to appear human, would I have more or fewer body issues? I'm not entirely sure. Also, it'd be great if we could find our teleporter. The scanners still hurt new people's knuckles. Oh, they're just miserable. They're heavy and clunky as hell. Depends if you're Japan-made or not. Do the Japan-made AIs have a larger number of body issues or a smaller number? Asking for a friend who is totally me? Oh, it's the ukulele. Love it. Depends how sadistic your programmer was. I think it's a fair answer. Is the programmer Ritsuko? I feel like I have to make sure that I pronounce the T really hard in her name now, just so I don't confuse it with my name. So many tri-tip daggers. Give me all the tri-tip daggers. The best thing to come out of my job was free medical, thank you union, and I lost 40 pounds in 6 months. I can believe that. And the union at UPS was pretty solid, actually. When I was on the job, we'd just come off of... Why am I not putting my turrets down? We'd just come off of a strike, so management was pretty walking on eggshells with us, and I was pretty happy about that, to be perfectly honest. I've also got the Cube. I do have the Cube. Excellent 90s movie that I haven't seen since the 90s. I really should track it down again. Come here, Beetle Queen. Don't make me go fetch you. I'll look at the big chunkiness in just a sec, time. I have to make sure that we don't get killed. Like the last time. Also, I gotta drop these shields. Right. Beetle Queen, come play with me. Come play with us, Danny. Forever. And then there's a tide of blood. Because that's just what happens, basically. Oh, that's right, Dr. Sleep is coming out pretty soon. I kind of want to see that, but I also kind of don't. Oh, we got, like a celestial portal prismy thing. We should definitely check that out. Are you gonna go through the portal? There we are. There was that manga about the sentient sex android who was programmed to have sex, but since she was sentient, she didn't actually want to, but had this innate drive and it was a thing for her. Correct to... Well, I was gonna say both of you, because Hive and Spooky are both blue tonight. Thank you so much, Twitch. I love the alternating color schemes. Like, they really help me a lot to differentiate people. Twitch, get your shit together. I only remember like half of Eva's lore. The other half, my brain doesn't exist, apparently. It's protection. I think your brain is trying to protect you. Also, the sex android bit sounds familiar, but I can't bring up a name at the moment. What do we got? We got Spooky Doll. That's Transcendence and it sucks. Lots of Spooky Dolls. It was Naoko as a woman, Ritsuko's least favorite aspect of her mother that betrayed Ritsuko in End Evangelion. They do all look trashy. Oh, something got you going down, Kronos. I mean, aside from the coloring thing? Oh, it's the Tesla coil. I must. Where's my option to buy the Tesla coil? Oh, it's 5 green items. We do not have 5 green items. Oh, we've been cheated. Blue trash. Blue trash indeed. I am sad. I really want that Tesla coil. That spoiler warning? For nothing. Can we? I forget how to leave here. It's been a long time since we visited. I guess we just go back out the front? At least it was a free blue portal. It's hard to complain about free, is the thing. Currently have alcohol in my system, nothing new. Well, I mean, that makes 2 of us. I just got a little bit of the beer. I mostly can only drink beer these days. It's a drinking orange juice session. As long as it wasn't a screwdriver session, that's probably for the best. But I've just had bad experiences with screwdrivers, so I can't drink vodka anymore, basically. Yes, you're absolutely right, Dark. Time does not pass in the bazaar. Which is basically the opposite of shopping, in my experience, but that might just be me. I have pistachios in my system. Ah, pistachio. The most dangerous of nuts. Honestly though, as much as I love pistachios, they should not pack them in with mixed nuts. Because I have cut my mouth open more times than I'd like to think about on the pistachio. Also, would there like to be any enemies here? I need to kill things, is the thing. I mean, it's a hard knock life, but everything has to die? Oh, that's my dude! Oh, I'm so sorry! I almost killed my own beetle guard. I should have noticed because it was blue. Lead, my greater wisp friend, lead. Oh, charging this bad boy does much more effect. That is so English, Disco. You are speaking the English tonight. I'm gonna lose ability to communicate in 2 languages at the same time, and that's gonna effing suck. I'm gonna feel so weird and derpy. I'm 100% ready to see you get the radar tower here right now. Oh, this is the one that you need. Oh, we'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Not that I want to show you up or anything. Not that I want to get the radar tower where you have failed to get the radar tower, but it would be pretty funny. Shopping somewhere you hate for someone you love feels like time does not pass. Shopping for someone you love is like the hardest thing in the world. Shopping for me used to be easy. Then I started buying skirts, and now it's significantly less easy. Kind of sort of fun if I get, like, if there's a nice shop that I'm at and the staff are, like, actually kind of cool and chill. But a lot of it is like, yeah, this is really not your size. No, like, seriously, this is totally not your size? And I'm not even big. I'm, like, tiny. I don't know what sizes they expect people to be, really. By the by, isn't Dr. Sleep directed by Mike Flanagan, the current reigning Stephen King adaptation director? I do not know. I only know that Dr. Sleep has Ewan McGregor, and the story features carnies. I mean, they're basically carnies. They might like to pretend otherwise, but they're totally carny folk. And I'm okay with that. Also, like, Danny Torrance's completely fucked up life. That poor kid. There's, like, basically no winning for Danny Torrance. Why did I take that? It's not a crowbar. I just completely thought that was a crowbar. We should stick with Q. Because we have such sights to show you. I am so stuck on one of the Artificer's challenges. We unfortunately don't have the challenges opened up yet because the skills pack, this supply drop 2, or skills drop 2, it's not on PS4 yet. I'm interested in seeing these challenges. I'm sure that I'm going to fail at them as hard as I did on the Risk of Rain 1 challenges, but they should be fun failures. By the way, Dark Knight, Kronos is our reigning Risk of Rain 1 and 2 champion, and if there's any skinny that you need, Kronos can absolutely hook you up. No, I've got no problems with spoilers. I mean, not for this game. There are definitely games that we'll play that are more story-based that I would rather not have spoilers for, but this is not an issue with ROR2. Missile Launcher ain't bad equipment either. I love Missile Launcher. I think it's absolutely fabulous equipment. But I kind of like the idea of it's just trying to get me to take the Missile Launcher. Are you kidding me? How did I get ragdoll? I need to kill a teleporter boss in 1 second of burst damage. That sounds absolutely awesome. Best I get is like 2 seconds. I'm gonna take a really quick pause here and meditate on my loss, but more specifically, I'm gonna have a cigarette and a bit of water. I will be right back. see, what did we miss? I stacked shaped glass and grabbed the time chest and rally point. Crowbars and focus crystals for good measure. Up close one shot max damage. Accumulator is a must for that challenge, unless you end up getting a stupidly busted late game. Been trying to shoot Prion, Accumulator, and time my M2 so they both hit. I've been praying for a Beetle Queen before I loop. These are all good things that I hope that I remember when they become relevant. Let's see, I'm gonna bop the Hunter for a little while, because I do like the Hunter a lot. She's a huntress. She's going hunting. Oh, damn it. I actually haven't played Risk of Rain 2 since the last stream, which was 3 weeks ago for the last ROR2 stream. I think it was 3 weeks ago. It wasn't a month ago. But let's see. We did 2 LBP3 streams and 1 Dream stream. So yeah, 3 weeks. So no, the answer would be no. Always worth checking every now and then to see if you want the accumulator. I definitely want the accumulator. So I will try to make a point of that. My time has been... It's been tight, and any, like, free time that I've had has been on, Borderlands 3. So... But I really haven't had, like, oodles of free time. Which may or may not be for the best. I don't tend to deal well with too much time on my hands. But I would like that accumulator. And I think the only way that I'm gonna get to Rally Point in the 10-minute time frame is if it shows up in a prismatic ward, prismatic trial. Prismatic ward? What the hell is that? Is that an Isaac item? There's Angelic Prism in Isaac, but I think there's a prismatic ward. These all kind of blur. Fine, give me the Hunter's Necklace. Or the Monster Chief Necklace, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, we're there for you. I feel slightly apropos of nothing besides the fact that I had Ragdoll stuck in my head. I'm asking... Steven Tyler is kind of gross, right? Like, that hasn't changed? I just have this image of Steven Tyler as being kind of a grody old dude. I don't know if that's fair. That's not what I wanted to do. That's okay. Accumulator plus 2 fuel cells equals a solid run. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Dark Knight. I'm juggling between Destiny 2 and the Outer Worlds. I've heard such good things about Outer Worlds. Like, it makes me wonder if it's a streamable game. And it also makes me wonder because we're going to have like a huge backlog of stream games for a while. Because we got... River City Girls is going to start up next week. And once we get River City Girls done, we're going to get Indivisible. Because that's been looking really nice. And I feel like there was another game that I had my eyes on. But since I can't remember it, it must not be that important. What was the other game that I was thinking about? Stun Grenades, I love you. Paul's... Ooh, Guillotine. Yes. We like the Guillotine. We like it lots. Oh, there's more crap down there. We gotta go shopping. Oh no! We can't go shopping. Well, that's jank. Okay, Stone Titan, could you come here? Don't make me go up there and fetch you. Which I totally will do. Alright, young man. You've made your bed, now you're gonna have to lie in it. Alright, let's get to Stone Titan. Crisis, Vanguard. I bet. You don't even know what a Crisis is, you jerk. Trust me, I know from Crises. They suck. And not the game. I don't know anything about the game Crisis. Oh, no, crumbs! God bless it! I'm gonna do an after-action report for the first quest, The Outer Worlds. Will contain spoilers, but it's just the first quest. Might give you an inkling about Outer Worlds. Like... I've seen a lot of... How do I put this? People unhappy about the Outer Worlds who I would like to be unhappy about the Outer Worlds. So, kind of like that reverse endorsement type of thing. Stone Titan's ground attack predicts your future position based on your current movement. What a jerk! I can't believe it. Well, we didn't really lose anything in that run. It was just suction. This one will be great. If you're standing still, the fist will spawn directly on you. If you're sprinting, it'll spawn directly ahead of you. So, like, we should zig when it thinks we're gonna zag. Is the key there? Oh, just a lot of complaints about the character designer. That it's... I always do that. Not enough sexy times, ladies? More pragmatic haircuts, I suppose? There were a couple of bad gamer takes that I saw last week. But I always find things like that to be not necessarily an endorsement, but kind of an interesting negative endorsement. There are a bunch of games though recently. Oh, Code Vein was the other one that we were looking at. But after watching Jake's stream, I think that Code Vein was off the list for things that would be fun to stream. It's an SWJ game because I can't make sexy loli. Right. So you saw the same ones that I did. And I am amused. You gotta draw the U out a lot on that one. There was... What was, Casey Explosion was talking about... Is it called Noita? Noita, I think was the spelling. And it's like a crazy looking roguelike game. Semi, sort of, kind of pixel arty looking. But seems pretty cool. Fire haunting skulls when healed. Alright. I mean, I'm big on fire haunting skulls. I don't know if I'm big on healing, but... We do have the bursting fungus. Oh, and I see the teleporter. You and I approach level exploration the opposite. I flail a lot, to be honest. But a lot of it is splitting attention. I would probably be like a lot more straightforward in my level exploration if I wasn't also looking at chat at the same time. Screw off with your Beam of Doom. Nobody loves your Beam of Doom. Now, if it was a Beam of Pulse of Doom, we would be, I mean, right there, but... I see no snakes. There are no snakes. Where are my MF and snakes in my MF and boss fight? If only Samuel Jackson did a guest appearance in this game, it would be really weird. Oh, excuse me, but what? Oh, I thought I died. I didn't die, but I thought I died. There was a big red X. Red X's mean death. Okay, we're taking it on the chin. Is it because we're playing on regular difficulty and not monsoon or not on drizzle? That might be it. Crap! It's gonna do the laser of doom. Laser of doom. Always use the boomerang in crowds. Each consecutive hit is stronger than the last. Not to mention Snake's plane movie. This would make less sense. Snakes on a plane is not good. Like, there is... Bursting fungus turrets will always fire skulls because they always heal. Oh my god. That's amazing? I want to say amazing. Why did we back out? I didn't mean to back out. Well, let's check the logbook for a second. Snakes on the Plane is terrible. I love Samuel Jackson, and I will watch Samuel Jackson in just about anything, but there's no redeeming point to Snakes on a Plane. Why did... whatever. Apparently X is just exit out of everything. I guess we go back to Engineer. We really took it on the chin with Huntress. Shockingly so, to be honest. Oh, buggery! You know, we're gonna do that right now. Yes, yes, Kronos. No. You're right. He sure made a good arm in Jurassic Park. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that he did. Start our prismatic trials. Who knows, maybe we'll get it. I did not because... I'm done. Wetland aspect. Destroy time crystals, find and activate teleporter. We can do this, we got this. Stun grenades. You are Fabu. I will deal with you monsters in a moment. We are currently looking for energy crystals, Dr. Wily. Oh no, they're time crystals. Completely different beasts. But we see you over there. Backup magazine. That's kind of crap for us, right? Like, backup magazine doesn't really do much of anything for us. Farm for just a wee bit. Reminder that the teleporter can be used the second the boss is dead. I will keep that in mind because we want to get to Rally Point Delta. Also, maybe not die. That would also be really good. Now, there they are. Unfortunately, the devs mentioned a known bug that was fixed in Skills 2. All difficulty levels are reaching 180% boost in passive healing speed as opposed to just on drizzle. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind 180 boost on passive healing. Ooh, infusion! That is the bomb diddly om. Okay, now I need these turrets to just rock out for a second. Oh, hey, that was quite a jump. think we needed that jump, actually. Now, where is our freaking teleporter? Nope, don't want that. Running, 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 running over here. Basically, for you at the moment, all difficulties have 180% healing. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I am very soft, and I need all the healing that I can get. And also a teleporter. That would be pretty slick. Juice, a turtle, or a teddy bear. I'm going with the turtle. I don't know if that was the right choice, but it was the tasty way to do it, so Wilford Brimley says we did the right thing. And I don't think you'd want to get in the way of Wilford Brimley, because he'll wreck your day. If he's still alive. I mean, if he's dead, then you're basically screwed. Because an undead Wilford Brimley, with the powers of a lift, I mean, really though? You're basically fucked. I bet undead Wilford Brimley gets all of the powers of the Thing. That 1982 John Carpenter masterpiece, The Thing? Not just a collective singular noun for stuff. No, stuff is the collective noun. Thing would be the singular noun. That's a time crystal. I don't need you. I need a teleporter. If we want any chance of getting the rally point. Thank you, old guillotine. You are beautiful, and we love you. They fixed that in Skills 2.0, however, your good friend Cautious Slug is a healing buff. Well, you know, every slug needs a hobby, basically. And if Cautious Slug wants healing to be its hobby, then more power to it, basically. Where's my flippin' teleporter? I don't need this consternation and befuddlement. I'm befuddled. Straight up. Can you just be plain fuddled? Do you have to be befuddled? I'm not 100% sure. I should take that. Oh. Unless... There goes the ankles. Unless Rally Point Delta is the next level, and even if... Oh! We see the flamey sparklies. That means that goodness is on the way. Hello, flamey sparklies. Come here. Hudson, get over here. Wait, I saw them. I did. There they are. Okay, good. Because I was worried that maybe I was hallucinating again, and that's never good. China, did you put acid in my coffee again? Okay, that's a way back. Like, I apologize for that. I don't know how many people have seen Julian Sand's masterpiece, Waxwork, but if you haven't, you definitely should, because it's pretty baller. Also, I need to heal. Could something heal me very quickly? No, stop zapping. No zapping! Shouldn't I have turrets? Turrets, do your thing! I don't even know where the Beetle Queen is. I'm just trying not to die? Fudge! Okay, we're just gonna beat feet for a mo until that we can heal. What's up with that red cage? It's not Nicolas Cage. And it's not David Cage. So, basically no ideas. Drones? Cool. Also drones. Super cool. Great, things that I don't need. I'll take things I don't effing need for 1,000, Alex. When you're in the middle of the Beetle Queen boss fight. What are effing drones? Yes, that is correct. 1,000 points for Risco. The artificer does not have to touch the ground. Can you be gasted instead of flabbergasted? I'm not 100% sure. I'm also not 100% sure where the hell the Beetle Queen went. Or where my turrets went. Please, turrets, you must kill for me. I need you to kill for me. This is going poorly? Beetle Queen. You know what I mean? We're at 6 health. What the fudge is this? Run. Just run. Where's the boss? Oh, we got ragdolled. Fudge it. Must you be fuddled? I must. But I just flabbered. I'm flabbered. You shouldn't put turrets in the exact same spot. Their shots collide with each other. And boss attacks that AoE hit both. Well, that was our bad. It is good to have a positive outlook. Just be prepared for the update because for me it felt like a significant difficulty spike. For me it introduced a scatter shot for commando and I'm forever grateful for that. Interesting. So 2 fairly different reads for... Oh, it looks like the D-pad's not doing anything. So, that's the thing. 2 very different reads for the update. What time is it? It's 9:09? I am learning. Slowly, steadily. As much as my brain can handle. Why is my O button not working? See, the X button is working. Dear Sony, please make a PS4 controller that actually works. Preferably in time for the PS5? That would be cool. Just for the start menus. If you don't have bursting fungus, putting them together isn't the best strategy. Gotcha. So bursting fungus is good close. Like setting them close. No bursting fungus means a little bit farther for the firing range. Gotcha. Fireworks, I need you. Yeah, we're currently cramming about like 3 different subjects into our brain at the same time. Completely new job with the demolition work. A lot more Japanese than I've had to deal with in a pretty long time. And Risk of Rain 2, so... The brain, she gets fuzzy sometimes. I have been having a good time at work recently though, even though it's been just absolutely brutal as far as being physically moving constantly. Everybody seems okay with my green hair. Even the boss's boss's boss, which is a big load off my mind. This Friday I'm getting my copy of Luigi's Mansion 3. Excellent, Hive. Let us know how it is, yeah? I remember LM1 and enjoying it an awful lot. I should get some sleep for I have college in 4 hours. Good luck on the streaming and the run. Dark Knight, thank you so much for dropping by. You're always welcome in the chat. It's always good to have folks about and have repeat folks about. No pressures, of course, but we wish you a wonderful day in uni. And good luck with UPS, yo. Like, from one loader, at least previous loader, to another. I definitely understand your pain. It does not get better. I wish this was one of those things you could say gets better, but... Now to check whether I can get tickets from 3 to hell. Oh, right. And to see whether it's worth the late night tomorrow. I will usually... Like, I will go to movies late. Even if it's after work. Mostly because I like going to the theater. I know it's more expensive than any other way of actually watching a film, but like the theater experience is just nice. UPS is the drag, but it pays the bills, you know. 100%. I 100% know. So fist in the air for you, mate. I forgot about the Ghibli films airing at my local theater. Kronos, come over to Japan and just come over to Japan. You can watch like 4 or 5 Ghibli films a year just on regular old TV. Because they always have a month of Ghibli Roadshow on the Friday night Roadshow. Although if I didn't have to see Ponyo on the shore again, I think I would be okay with that. If we could get an animated version of Kafka on the shore, that would be honestly pretty creepy, but I think it would also be pretty cool at the same time. I'd take the offer, but I imagine I won't be heading anywhere in the foreseeable future. Fair enough. I don't want to pressure you because I know that your situation is fluid, if that's quite the right word for it, but you are always welcome in Japan. It would be a delight and a wonder. Also, Stone Titan, we should probably pay attention to this dude. Just thinking that maybe... Oh my god, we put the bombs directly on the Titan. That is so cool. Right, stay close to the Titan. Are you charging your laser? Because you're not allowed to do that. I'm sitting right next to you. That means no lasers. Are you dead yet? Why are you not dead? Why do you keep on clipping into the walls? Don't you know that's not healthy? Unless you're Shadow Cat, no clipping into the walls, yo. Now, if you are Shadow Cat, 100%, just clip away. Oh, we're getting these bans an awful lot, and I'm not going to complain about it. It's such limited release it isn't being shown at the cinema in the city. I wonder if it'll come out over here. Thank God it was just Spirited Away this month. Already seen that one a while back. Spirited Away is one of the ones I could definitely watch, like, probably over and over again a million times. I have a lot of love for Spirited Away. Also, I completely didn't notice that the teleport event was finished. But I did miss out on the secret world of Ariete. Sad day. I owe it to myself to pick up Kiki's Mononoke Hime on Blu-ray. Do eat! Do eat! I saw Spirited Away in the cinema, and I saw Mononoke Hime in the cinema. Those are both... I think both of those were in the US. I know Mononoke Hime was in the US. I think Spirited Away was as well, but I'd have to check the release dates. I saw Ponyo and Howl's Moving Castle in the cinema. I wasn't super impressed with Howl's Moving Castle, but it was early on in my time in Japan, which meant that I understood exactly 0% of the spoken dialogue, so that might have had something to do with it. Not saying 100% that was the case, but 51 bucks? Oh my god. The rates they are charging? Simply sickening. Sick and appalling. Mono Hime is happening next month over here, so like 2.5 weeks from now? Ah, that is true, right. Ghibli and Miyazaki are not always 100% the same thing. I always forget that. I guess I kind of conflate them. Which is better, I suppose, than inflating them. That's a fetish, so... Not that I'm gonna kink shame, but at the same time, not really what we're going for. Crowdsourcer! Fuck off! I mean, no, that's great. I definitely want crowdsourcer. I got nothing? Jerks. Bursting fungus. I would like to see Monohime with proper subs for the Japanese dialogue. When you say, like, proper subs, what do you... Like, what's your image with that? How are you so consistent with fungi? For me, it's either all the fungi or none at all. Well, a fungal has gotta get some fun guy. That doesn't work because I'm not into guys. But, look, there's a pun here somewhere. It's, only subs for the English dialogue track. Really? That's weird, right? Like, that's... Oh, no, I get what you mean. Okay, no, I'm dumb. I'm totally dumb. Right, the subs... You'd like the subs to be in Japanese. Hi... Sorry, my brain was just not parsing that correctly. We get sub viewings here too. I was gonna say, like, a lot of the Ghibli movies that I've seen are actually, even on the J side, have English subs on. Fireworks! You tie shoelaces, I light firecrackers, step on the sparks? Why is that champion still not dead? Okay, let's just drop the turret. Also, let's oh, that was dumb. But okay, sure. Just hide in our shield. Want enough money for the stupid shrine, yo. It didn't help, but, like, damn, it's cool. I'd like the Japanese dialogue to be subtitled rather than having the subs to the English dialogue being applied to the Japanese dialogue. Ah, all right. No, I could definitely see that then. It kind of makes more sense than what I was thinking. Which, granted, on basically 90% of any possible topic that we'd be discussing, we just gotten fall damage. Okay, sure. It's probably going to be the case. Now, surely there's a teleporter around here somewhere. It's not over the rainbow because there's no rainbows in this bleeding level. Probably because there's no rain. Risk of rain, indeed. I ain't seen a single spot of rain yet. This game is filled with libraries. It's a shame. These indie games these days are just filled with lies. Soft, juicy lies. But also chests. So, like, we're good with that. I'm more than willing to take all the firecrackers in the world. New map in Skillz 2.0 is a shipwreck. Okay. As long as it's not a train wreck, I think we're pretty cool with that. Also, all the enemies can just spark off and die. I'm just saying. You know, just a suggestion. Friendly suggestion. Not anything that they have to do. They need to feel pressured to do. But at the same time, they could just spark off. Be awesome. I gain nothing. Bursting fungus. FTW. I will take all the bursting fungi. Give me more, give me more. Oh no, it's tell me more, tell me more. Sorry, it's Greece. You know the home of the euro? The euro? The gyro. No, that's not right. That's gyro. Alright, we want the bursting, overlapping fungi. Oh my god, it's this dude. Look, you might think you're cool, but you're... Oh my god, we're freaking getting killed? What the hell? We were supposed to be protected by the fungi. Afterlight, hard light, afterburner. Cool. It sounds lovely. I love it. Snipes! Okay, we're gonna loop around here. Also looping around here. Also, cripes. No, 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 buggery. It begins Princess Kaguya showing watch it or else. Was it that good vibe? Don't mind me. I'm just a friendly suggestion. I bet. Wait, the wait, Princess Kaguya has a flying car? Isn't that Back to the Future? I'm so confused. And that's okay. I mean, life is a confusion. I'm okay with that, but at the same time, is Michael J. Fox in Princess Kaguya? Asking for a friend? Friend's name is Michael J. Fox? That's not true, we're not friends. I'd say friendly rivals? Maybe? But really, I mean, friendship is gonna be another 5 or 6 chapters down the road in this manga at least. We'll come to appreciate each other. There'll be sexual tension. Disappointments at the end. We'll have to say, Michael, you're really cool and everything, but kinda into girls? But he would laugh it off, because Michael J. Fox is a trooper. He'd be understanding. Kind-hearted, even. Like, no, it's cool. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna watch The Frighteners again. I'd be like, no, Michael, you don't have to. It's your best movie, but you don't have to watch it alone. I'll make popcorn. It'd be great. Me and Michael J. Fox chilling, watching The Frighteners, making fun of that one dude who plays constantly drill sergeants, even though, like, he's just a parody of a drill sergeant character. And apparently, drill sergeants like that are like that in real life. What's his name? L. Emmett Walsh? Something like that? I don't know. Got one of those three-part names like a presidential assassin. Also currently dead, so there's that. Fireworks. Please give me all the fireworks in the world. Hardlight Afterburner is perfect for engineer because you get 3 shields in reserves. I will keep that in mind the next time that it shows up, if it ever shows up. How's he doing with his condition? Honestly, I haven't heard anything from or about Michael J. Fox in absolute yonks. I wouldn't want to assume that means that things are not going well, but perhaps not going well enough that he's comfortable being a public figure these days. Also, why did I just shoot mines? There must have been some reason. Arlie Emery. Yes, actual drill sergeant who was a consultant on Full Metal Jacket, who Kubrick liked so much, he fired the actor who's going to be the drill sergeant and got him to play him instead. Yes, he is in The Frighteners, basically as a parody of that character. Although I do kind of wonder, like, how much of a parody was. What was the comic I used to read? It was written by a chap in the Marines, and kind of dealing with, well, basically his life as a Marine in different situations. But I remember that he had a blog post about basically drill instructors not acting like that. Like that they were too busy to have that kind of singular focus on one person, or to really grind people down the way that we see in Full Metal Jacket. And this... Thank you, Ragdolls. Are my comments showing? I have yet to know if you acknowledge mine. You missed it, but you need to use the bubble more in teleporter fights. Yes. 90% of encounters you run away from can be alleviated with a bubble. Your comments did show. I did miss them. Because of all the wonderful things she does. No, just, like, it's brain fracturing. Kronos, it's not on you. It is 100% just my fractured brain. Even after a good day at work, it's yeah, it's been really busy recently. Which reminds me, we lost another dude on our work crew. The new kid is gone. It wasn't actually the new kid anymore. There was actually like 3 or 4 new people that came on after he came on, but just kind of decided he was gonna walk off shift. He claimed to have something like a headache, not actually a headache. But new kid was honestly fairly problematic for basically everyone who had to deal with him, So I can't really say that I'm sorry he's gone. How new is new anyways? Let's see, when did he come on? He came on the first time that the nice dude quit. So that would have been a month or a month and a half ago? Let's see. The first work crew was Surf Daddy, Coach, Father Figure, Dirt Farmer, Nice Dude, and Boy Blue. Nice Dude quit for a little while. They brought on new kids. And then Dirt Farmer moved to a different job site because he had a fight with one of the folks who was running the job site. And did they bring in anybody new for Dirt Farmer? I don't remember. Then they moved Blue Boy off, and they brought... Nice Dude quit the second time, and they brought in... No, they didn't bring anybody in new when Nice Dude quit the second time. But then when Ass Clown hurt his back really bad, and he had to be gone for a couple of days, they brought in Filthy. And then they brought in a dude with no nickname, because I haven't really gotten to know him very well yet. And now we've got this 19-year-old kid who at least seems to have some experience in the job, but not very much experience in life. He wants to get like a full forearm tattoo of Bob Marley's head, and not even like an original design, but like the stereotypical Bob Marley head tattoo. There's a pretty specific one that shows up fairly often, but he's nice enough. Who decides what is new? I guess me in this case. Nice Dude left the second time. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it in a... That was dumb. I mentioned it in a post for Little Bite-Sized Planet. I don't know if I mentioned it in stream, because a lot of times I just get distracted. So, a couple of weeks ago, and Nice Dude was like really putting the arm on me to go out for drinks. I was like, no, I really don't want to go drinking. Subtext with you. I wanted to do other things that night. He's like, no, I really need to talk to you. I have news. So I was like, okay. I have a hard time saying no when people put on the pressure like that. It's like, okay, well, I'll go drink with you. And he's like, okay, so here's the news. I got a new job at a different company. They're going to be paying me more, and it seems like a more solid deal. And I'm going to work for like a month at this company, but I want you to come join me, because I think it'll be better off, because the company we work for now is kind of, well, frankly garbage. And he wanted my like phone number, and he wanted my line address, and I was saved from having to give him my phone number by the fact that I don't know what my phone number is, and I never carry my phone with me. And I couldn't tell him my line address because it's under my actual name, and that would raise way too many questions. So basically I was kind of happy that Nice Dude was going to be out of my life for the permanent. So, and that does seem to be the case, continuing. But, new chapter in the Nice Dude saga. So Nice Dude lives with Surf Daddy. They live in the same share house. And Surf Daddy was telling me that apparently Nice Dude never showed up for his first day at work at this new company, and so was basically fired. Like, they called him and just said, don't bother coming in. Or they contacted him and said, don't bother coming in, because we can't trust you to keep a schedule. So he's unemployed now. He can't come back to the company that I work for. They will not take him. He quit twice within a month and a half, so it's not gonna happen. So, like, I don't have to really deal with him again unless he gets on Surf Daddy's case to get in touch with me. But I feel kind of bad because, like, I never had... I didn't wish poorly for Nice Dude. He's a character archetype, as in personal character, not a character in a video game, that I don't deal very well with, but I think that he had the best of intentions towards me, but, like, the amount of pressure that he was putting on me to spend personal time with him, and the fact that he's really quite observant about people, and that he's, you know, he asks a lot of personal questions, like, it just made everything really difficult. So seeing him move on to something better, I was actually pretty happy about. So seeing him kind of crater his life, not something that I'm happy about, but I am low-key happy that I don't have to deal with him anymore. So it's kind of a tangled up in knots emotional situation. Yeah, it's really hard to push back against pressure for me. Well, like, reading up the Kronos' comment and hoping that it's sinking in with what I think that he's talking about, like, I feel like Nice Dude kind of saw me as a kind of sort of protege. Like, he was really big on mentoring, which I 100% appreciated. He seemed to take, like, the senpai-kohai relationship very seriously, even though he never described it that way. Like, when he would take me out to drinks, he would basically pay for most everything unless we were going to a restaurant, and then we would usually go Dutch, but if there was, like, a difference in the bill, he would take the larger half of the bill. Like, I think he really thought that he was helping me out. Just that because he didn't know the situation and I couldn't let him know the situation, it made things a lot more difficult. Music in the game is too loud, by the way, just for reference. I appreciate that, and I feel like they keep on resetting the music volume, but if it is too loud, by all means, let me know early on, because I will correct it as soon as possible. Just on account of, like, it's not a lot of time in this stream, but I will, let me do that right now. Settings. I don't know why this always jacks up. Audio. Bring you down. No. Why did you do that? Okay, grab you, right? Why are you going to gameplay? What the fudge? O button. Okay, that's cute. Something's wonky. It's not my drift, right? Why is it showing me look sensitivity for the audio? Okay, that's weird. Whatever, I don't care. It is a saga of Descent into Madness, in a way. Did he say what job it was, you know, before he skipped out on it? Actually, it was a job that was pretty much like what we're doing now, but there would be more scaffolding work. Actually, it might have been more scaffolding work focus, but still with demolition. Damn it. Like, and missile launcher. Kronos, you're absolutely right. Basically he got the... Ouch. He got the heads up for this job from one of the dudes who comes onto our site periodically. Like, he gets hired on as a subcontractor. Well, his group gets hired on as a subcontractor. And, because we all smoke together, so we got to know this dude fairly well. And Nice Dude was always bitching about, like, money and conditions at the company. And this guy was like, well, you know, why don't you come work where I work? I'll give you a reference. Just rock up, but you'll definitely get the interview because you've got a lot of experience. I'm sure they'll take you. And he did get the interview. Like, he had the job lined up the day that he quit. And also, to kind of add to why he can't come back to our company, he didn't tell the company that he quit. He was supposed to call them on Sunday. So his last day that we drank together was Saturday. This is a couple weeks back. He was supposed to call them the next Sunday and tell them that he wouldn't be working on Monday. Oops, didn't do that. So, like, the guy who runs the branch of the company where I go, because it's got a lot of branches, he was pissed. Like, he was super pissed. Everybody was pissed. Everybody was disappointed. I'm in the medium difficulty. Because I always forget to change difficulties. We're floating. Okay. I always forget to change difficulties when we die, which is quite frequent. He torpedoed 2 jobs. He torpedoed 2 jobs in like 3 days. So, yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. And I hate the feeling of leaving somebody on the hook, so to speak, and not helping someone who has helped me when I see that they're fucking up. But I can't. I don't think he's the kind of person who would take help in general. Like, even on little things. Because I knew, like, he'd be having trouble with money. And I'm having trouble with money, but he'd borrow money, like $10, you know, like, and we're not talking big shakes. Like, well, you know, I'll definitely pay you back on, you know, after work tonight when we get paid. And be like, you've bought me drinks, you know, every time that we've gone out. Just take $10. You don't have to pay me back. Don't worry about it. I don't need you to pay me back if it's going to be an issue. And I would have been happy to just give him the $10. He was like, no, I must pay you back. Like, that's just the way it's done. Like, I mean, you know, if you're going to shove the money in my hand, I'm going to take it, but... So I think even if I tried to help, I don't think it would help. It's impressive and concerning. Yeah. So the last I heard, like, he was living on 3 ramen a day. He's got unemployment. So I think his rent's covered. But probably exactly and only his rent. He does have his own gear. So he can go back to doing this work for another company. I mean, it's a pretty small world, so he might have trouble getting a nicer job, like a more steady job, but there's always like cattle calls for day labor. A lot of them are run by the Yakuza, but I tried so hard to shove a 20 in his pocket. Reminds me of a friend that paid for my ticket is showing of your name. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. He's got a lot of pride, and he hates losing, or what he conceives of losing. That was a big part of his issues working, like, with the work crew that we had, is that he felt that Ass Clown and the Creeper were disrespecting him in the way that they spoke to him. Which, I mean, maybe kind of sort of yes, but also maybe kind of sort of that's just the kind of people they were. But he would froth himself up into like just a deep and bitter anger about this. And I could watch his mood deteriorate over the span of the couple of months that I knew him. He was definitely very different in kind of baseline mood around the time that he quit versus around the time that I first met him. So yeah, I mean, like I don't know, I can't speculate, but something's wrong in Mudville, that's for sure. Well, I mean, the Yak is involved in construction, and they are involved in kind of hiring of short-term workers, but probably, how to say it, probably not to the extent that they were like 30 years ago. When Kazi's spoken about like Yakuza and the decline in the power of Yakuza, he's absolutely right. Like, they are not the group that they were in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, but they still do have their fingers in those pies. Because construction is king in Japan, as far as like domestic economy. So the whole thing about like Majima running the construction company, that cracks me up every time I see that meme, "we build shit." Because yeah, that's pretty much just like the mafia in the United States. Was one through line to semi-legitimacy for Yakuza groups. I think my wife's uncle got picked up on a work crew that was run by the mob, and there were issues with how they were handling his payment. So that's the thing. We can only wish him the best, but to fall off the tightrope he weaved for himself so early, yeah, like, I honestly want him to do well. There's no question about that. I don't know what path there is to well for him right now. I don't know what kind of options he's got available. Ah, ragdoll. A lot of hiring is one of the big things that I know about. I need to look a little bit deeper. I should talk to Honey Bunny, as she knows people. But pay disputes with the mob must be a trip. I think it was like they were withholding a pretty big chunk of his paycheck until he finished what he was working on to make sure that he didn't run, because he'd been dispatched to help clean up Fukushima. Compressor Gandalf, what up? It is a pleasure to have you in the stream, and I feel so bad that it's the end of the stream, actually. Usually the streams are 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. J-side time. But with the length of runs, although honestly our runs have been really short tonight, in the length of runs for Risk of Rain, probably we're gonna wrap things up now. Arg! Front companies is another one, Hive. Like holding companies and being in the background of more legitimate companies that will funnel money to the Yakuza groups. But most of what I know is just osmosis, so I would need to do a more thorough research to speak definitively on it, but I think construction does seem to be an avenue for a lot of organized crime groups, because I know like waste disposal and construction were the two biggies when the Mafia was kind of semi-moving towards legitimacy in the 70s. But, it is almost 10 o'clock, and unfortunately that does mean that we are kind of wrapping things up here. Let's go to the title screen at least so we get the nice music. These were pretty rough runs tonight. Some of that was definitely on me, but I feel like some things were kind of like getting a wee bit twitchy for some reason, and I don't know why. But what have we got coming up for schedules? Tomorrow night, I think we're going to do... I think we will do... We did get Warhorn. That was a weird and lucky get. I know there were organized crime ties with mining. That's interesting. Do you mean here in Japan, or do you mean, like, in other places? Coal mining specifically. Huh. I'd have to look into that. I would be very interested to know about the history between organized crime and mining in the States, if that's what you mean. Is the lunar portal a random thing after you finish a stage? Lunar portal can be random, or, right, as Kronos said, they can be spawned by spending a lunar coin at the altar. In the US, now, considering the way that coal mines historically treated their workers, I wouldn't be shocked if there was some tie-up there. But it would be something I would need to look into specifically. I don't have any information on hand about that. Right. Schedules. Tomorrow night will be Gungeon. And Sunday the 3rd will be Dreams. The 6th and 7th of November are still up in the air, and River City Girls will start on the 13th. Oh my god, Des! Everybody's coming in so late. We're just wrapping things up, Des, but it is wonderful that you did drop in, at least for the 10 minutes. Well, the couple of minutes that we had at the end. It was a brutal set of runs. Don't worry about it, Des. Just to see your cheerful self in the chat, even for a little while, is spectacular. Maybe we've got a day off on Monday the 4th, so maybe we'll do a longer stream on Sunday. Although I guess it depends on what kind of levels that Dream serves up to us. But that might help give people a chance to actually drop in. But, yeah. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap things up here, because I have to wake up tomorrow at 4 o'clock, because I need to get at least one Isaac episode recorded. I'd like to get 2 recorded, but that might be pushing it. Yes. We hope that things are well with you, Des, and with you as well, Comrade Gandalf. welcome, even if it was at the very end of the stream. It's always nice to see a friendly and new face. But I do need at least 2 hours to stream. So, but I won't be streaming tomorrow morning. No, I just need to get a couple episodes recorded tomorrow morning. Yeah. Oh, I love the job, but I hate the time. The money's not so great either. But that does wrap it up for us here this go about. To everybody who dropped in, Dark Knight, by the way, if you watched the end of the VOD, it was excellent having you in chat, and it was good learning some new things myself from your dealings with Kronos. That was cool. As I mentioned, Comrade Gandalf and Little Big Dez, I know that you showed up late, but it is always a pleasure. And to Hive and Kronos for being our co-pilots, our wing folks, trying to save me from my own foolhardiness. And eventually, someday, I will be more timely catching and responding to Kronos' advice. But from me, Bisco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, always foolhardy. Thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.